Welcome to another episode of Smoked Out Society. I got a good one for y'all tonight, folks. Trust me, tonight's gonna be a banger. Trust me. Tonight is a banger. You see what the title is: accountability. How hard is it, man? And the reason why I'm going with this topic tonight is because certain things has come to my attention. Certain actions have happened before that had me sitting and thinking. Talking with my brother about shit is crazy. You know what I mean? And I think the biggest thing is that, you know what, man, people don't know accountability, man. Just take accountability for what the fuck you do and shouldn't be different. But like, you know how we like to start the show. I'm going to go ahead and play a song or two, give some love to those who are part of the Rico squad. You already know. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk about it. Give a couple of people some more time to come in here. And we're going to talk about it, man. And I'm going to tell you why I came up with this topic, why I'm talking about it, and why, you know what I'm saying, things are the way things are. I had a conversation, that, it really sparked something in my head. And I said, damn, man, it's true, man. And the only thing I can come up with is this word right here, the topic. We're going to talk about it, folks. Go ahead and play a little bit of music. Matter of fact, let's play the Queen's commercial.
In my life, in my career, I want to do things with like-minded people.
Of course.
I don't want to, it's hard with the culture when you try to do a show about the culture that you care so deeply about. I've always tried to carry myself with integrity and make sure the things I do, and if I bring an artist into something, I want them to know they feel safe. Sometimes when you go on a platform and you can't control everything, that's challenging, right? So I bring people into this home and I don't control the edit. That's hard for me. As somebody who's always had so much control. So anything I do moving forward, it's like either I can all the way be in control from the beginning to the end, or I don't really want to do it.
Y'all already see, motherfucking Queen of the Rico squad. Stop playing, man. Stop playing. Y'all already see, man. Make sure she's already back up again. She's doing shows. Make sure you definitely check out her shorts and everything. You know what I mean? Chino Plush's new track is out. Here's a quick sample.
This is a certified hood classic.
Wow. Real revolutionary.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Can't contain this shit, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta let it out.
Real trap shit.
Shout out to the motherfucking Rico squad. Shout out Latin Pain. Yo, Jess, I see you have Big Irv. What? Brave hearted since the day I started. Real trap the hardest, I'm like James Harden. Can't fuck with me, again. Shooting guards, hitting all our targets. Celebrating, pulling up the scarlets. No love for me, again. Renegades, we the realest out. You niggas know what we really bout. This shit too plush.
Yo, what up, Plush? What's up? What we talking about? You know we the realest out. This shit on them. Let them niggas know.
This is a certified hood classic.
Make sure you check out Chino Plush. Subscribe to him. Subscribe to his wife, Melee. You know what I mean? She sings too. She got some good-ass music. Y'all better stop playing, man. Make sure you also subscribe to the king of the motherfucking Rico squad, Latin Pain. You know what I'm saying? Let's throw a little something up there real quick. I don't want to put that one on. Let's play something quick. One of his quick bangers. Here we go.
That real weekend rap, Latin Pain, everything. Real life respect without the bullshit. Check it out. Yo. Peace, homie, don't tweak on me, the heat's on me. I reach, homie, now you resting in peace on me. I ride dolo, no Manolo, I beat Tony. You speak on me, but never to me, you be phony. Baloney, you get ate like that, straight like that. I been caught a case like that, way back before the crack house was a trap. Before you niggas started to rap, I started to clap. From the home of the hip hop, bringing it back to Ricans and blacks. From the beat, X is a fact. I bleed that boom bap rap, all fact, no cap. My gun black, pull a hole in your hat. You lay flat, that's that. Word to Big Burger, my ink job rules and this here's a murder. I done seen shit you niggas ain't never heard of. Life's a crackhead bitch and I serve her, the nerve her. You niggas thinking it's sweet, get your ass beat all up and down the mean street. Fuck you mean, beat? We roam blocks with the heckler, mad extra from Lambert to Webster. Get fucked, life's a hoe, don't stress her. Handle your biz, leave your money on the dresser. They try to test ya, apply pressure before I fold. Everybody getting effed up. Another body, this is messed up. I know I'm dope, not gassed, I'm a Tesla. I confess her, one of the best of. Bodyguards on a set, whereby ain't shit you could tell me. Attitude stinks, but only real niggas smell me. I pray that I don't go to hell, B, but for now, everything healthy is LP.
My time to flow on this beat. Let's go, Big Irv in the corner. We on the road. We XO. Let me stop. That shit was fire. What's good, Big Irv is on the whole set.
Chilling, man.
You know what? We're gonna start this. We're gonna start this off, Irv, because we have these good ass conversations, me and you. I wish the Queen was here because she would definitely have something to say about this. But yo, Irv. So today, somebody came up to me and was like, yo, you ever been a part of something that was so massive and it had all the right tapings and all the right people and it was going in the right direction, but then certain people felt that they could do certain things better than others, and that shit started to splinter off and everything. And then the person says it's funny because when that happens and then everything falls apart, that's when everyone sits back and wonder what were the mistakes made and why they did what they did, wishing they can go back, but not knowing that the only way to do that is by taking accountability for the shit that you felt you did that led you to the situation that you did. Know what I'm saying? And that's something that, you know, when I think about it now, if people could only take accountability for the mistakes they made, Irv, you imagine how much better things would be in the world?
The world will be a better place.
Tokia is just on the whole set, the queen of the Rico squad. I wish she would come on this panel real quick because I know she's definitely going to have one. She could say one or two things about this. But look, accountability. I'm going to use a prime example, the Rico squad. Bro, at one point, think about it, Irv. At one point, we were like fucking 30 deep.
Yeah.
We were like 30.
Like the
basically, the motherfucking Rico squad was about 30 deep. We had a motherfucking mob of people who were dedicated, who were on the same fucking page. But now we have dwindled down to nothing, all because people can't take accountability for the fucking mistakes and actions that they have taken.
Yep.
How hard is it to say, yo, you know what? I was in the wrong.
My bad.
My bad. I'm sorry. I wish I would have did things differently. You know, I was just so caught up in thinking my way was the right way when it wasn't, you know. But nah, niggas can't do that.
Nope.
They want to soak in their misery. They let that shit eat them up on the inside, knowing that they fucked up, but they pride. Their pride is too much. And because of their pride, they don't know how to fucking take accountability for the mistakes that they have made, man. Yep. And yo, it's crazy, brother. You know what I'm saying? I sit here and I think about it. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna say names because that's just the way it is. You know, I don't hold my tongue for nobody. But if you think about it, at one point the Rico squad was lit, bro. We had so many different characters in the squad. People like, from Bumbly, motherfucking, what was her other name? Uh, 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 the white girl, the Randy Jean at one point was rocking with us. We had so many other people. It's just sad that there's names. People like the nigga that broke the Puerto Rican flag, that other fucking idiot. He was stupid. You know what I'm saying? People like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, we gave y'all niggas a stage. We gave y'all niggas the same respect. We put y'all niggas on the map technically because, you became a part of us. We brought you into our family, even with your flaws. You know what I mean? Because we knew you had something special. Every one of us in this fucking Rico squad has a particular talent, and that's why we gel so well, man. And those that we lost, let's keep it 100, even though they're gone and we don't need them. But it was better, it was nice to have them around because it was a particular talent that they had, and they gelled with what we were, what we were trying to do over here, man. But it's just crazy, man. If people would just take accountability for the shit that they do, man, things would be so much different, man. It's fucking sad, man.
Yeah, I hear you. I don't know. But it would make stuff easier. But they're quick to blame everybody else. It's your fault. It's because of you.
How hard is it to say, you know what? I fucked up. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? And then the sad thing is about it, they weigh out the options and they sit there and they know, damn, man, fuck, man, shit was different when I was over there. The clique was legit. You know what I'm saying? We had a good time. I was a part of something. It was different. And now there is some shit that they realize, like, damn, this is not what I want. This shit is trash. What the fuck are we doing over here? Really? Come on, man. I had it better over there. What the fuck did I do to myself? You know what I mean? Boston Cuba on the whole set. You know what I'm saying? Hit the panel. If you want to hit the panel, you got something to say about the topic tonight, you're more than welcome. There go the link. We talking about accountability, you know what I'm saying? And I'm using the Rico squad as a prime example. You know what I'm saying? I was a part of another group of people. Me and the Queen, we were part of another group of people. We thought that group was on the verge of doing something or making some moves. But the main factor of what happened was that motherfuckers didn't know how to take accountability for their actions. They got big heads, thought that everything was the way they needed it to be, it was the right way or the highway, and that's not the way it should work. You know what I'm saying? One of the best families work when everyone knows they role and knows how to work together. You know what I'm saying? And people need to accept that, you know what I'm saying? There's a hierarchy in everything. There's always a chain of command, no matter what. No matter what you are part of, there's always a chain of command. Unless you the motherfucker that started whatever it is that has that chain of command, you're always going to be a part of a chain of command. Unless you the fucking that first link. If you the one that you the number one. You know what I'm saying? And that's why a lot of companies are successful, because motherfuckers understand their roles, man. Granted, yeah, they getting paid and everything, but still, man. Tell you, man. That's why when I sit here and I look at us, as long as this core is as strong and united as we are, the Rico squad will never fall apart, bro. We have too many strong core members, yo.
It's true.
People that have left us regret it. They wish they can come back. But they don't know how to fucking take accountability for their actions. How hard is it for you to do that? Just fucking take responsibility for what you did wrong. It's okay. We are adults. We understand that, people go through shit in life.
Hell yeah. We all do.
Come on, we all do. No one's perfect.
Yep. Nobody's perfect. That's a whole fact.
You know what I'm saying? It comes, everyone makes mistakes. I've made mistakes. You've made mistakes. You know what I mean? The people that are in our inner circle in our lives have all made mistakes. You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
we're grown enough to understand enough that, hey, you know what? I was in the wrong. I'm sorry. Maybe your way was a better way. For us people that are in relationships or married and everything, maybe your partner might know something that you don't know, and you stubborn about it. And then you do shit your way, and then what the fuck happens? Now you sitting there looking like boo boo the fool, like God damn it, I'm sorry, you was right. If I would have did it this way, like you said, it would have worked out the way you said. And that's a person taking accountability. Nah, another motherfucker, man, fuck you. I don't give a fuck, man. You don't know if your shit would have worked. Fuck that. I did what I did, and this is what it is. No, nigga, no. That's not taking accountability. That's still being stuck and fucked up in your ways. Because when it comes said and done, when the time comes again, that maybe someone is putting you on the right path or trying to explain something to you, or you've been caught in something you did wrong, instead of you, saying, damn, I was wrong and taking accountability, you being aggressive, you want to fight, nothing. All that, because then what happens? It might not be tomorrow. It might not be a week from now. It might not be a month. It might not even be a year. But at some point, you're going to sit down and you're going to realize, damn, I fucked up. I fucked up. I should have did shit differently. Prime example. Every one of us have been in a relationship, at least in one relationship in life with another person that we've said, fuck, man, I was in the wrong. God knows what would have happened if I would have just fucking listened, and taken accountability for what the fuck I did wrong. Maybe shit would have went differently. God damn. But that's that what if. That's why you have the what if situations. What if?
Like Marvel, what if?
Exactly. Like the Marvel. What if? What if Jose would have stood in the military? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What if? Who knows what direction I would have went, how my life would have been. Like, it's fucking crazy.
You was in the military?
Yeah, I was a basic, man. I did basic training and everything. It was in 96. And then when I saw that the niggas was trying to go to war, like, nah, I'm not trying to do that. I don't want to kill nobody. I only came in here for the money and to go to college. But at that time, they were dead in that shit. Anybody that was enlisted, reserves, anything, you was getting shipped the fuck on out. I was like, yeah, about that.
Yeah, I was when the if I'm not mistaken, the Gulf War was going on, right? Some shit like that. Oh hell, they was sending everybody, dude.
Yeah, I got swindled straight out of high school. They don't fucking swindle me. It was like, you could come play football for the army. Play football for the army, college, you know what I'm saying? Give you $30,000, pay for your college and shit like that. I've seen a couple of your games and they're like, oh, word, yeah, let me sign up. I'll do this basic training shit. I'm still physically in peak 2. We just finished. Well, while I was in there, niggas was getting shipped away. I was like, whoa. I'm like, hey, Drill Sergeant, can I talk to you? He was cool too because he was from New York. And one day I sat down and, privately, I talked to him during a personal time off day that everyone had, and I spoke to him 100. And I told him, bro, I really don't want to kill nobody. I don't want to go to war, bro. I came in here for the money and to go to college and to try to play some ball if possible. You're like, that ain't happening, bro. Right now, anybody that's in this is basically sent out to Saudi Arabia. I was like, nah, I can't do that.
Here you go. Take a couple of these.
I said, I told him I can't do that. I really can't do that. Motherfucker told me what to do. Yeah, I had to make a power move. But yeah, that's like that me right there. That was me taking accountability for the fact that I did. Yeah, that's accountability. I know for the fact that I was not gonna. This was not for me. So I'm telling you what it was, what was told to me, and now that you're telling me something else, I'm willing to take the accountability of whatever happens to me for not wanting to complete this and let it be. You know what I mean? And it is what it is, But I just, I sit back, I sit back and I think about all the people, that we've crossed upon this YouTube shit. Think about when I stumble on people's arguments and fighting and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, Like, damn, I know for the fact you sitting there feeling, ugh, all because you didn't know how to say sorry, all because you wanted to show off to somebody, or because you thought your way was the right way and not the highway. Come on, man. We have to change. That's what it is. This fucking world needs to change. We all need to change. We need to be able to communicate better, understand, and be able to swallow our pride and ego sometimes. I'm telling you, pride and ego is a motherfucker, bro. That shit is like a Newport. For real, bro. I be telling people. You remember when they were gonna try to get rid of cigarettes, menthol? Remember
Yeah.
the last year? I was like, nigga, you ever seen a person that smokes Newport that hasn't had their Newport in about a fucking couple of hours? The niggas turn into super villains. You better stop playing around. You better stop playing around. You would have had the legion of fucking Newports together. People would have banded together. Nigga, the
Didn't
black
they,
market would have went crazy.
didn't they get rid of the camels a while back?
No,
Or was it the symbol?
no. What it was the symbol because they
It was the
said that the
symbol.
camel was targeting. It was too cartoony.
Yeah, it was like
By
cool,
being too
like a cool
cartoony, they
camel.
felt, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, and they were
I
trying
remember,
to
I remember something like that.
say
Joe Camel or some shit.
it was fucking, it was targeting young kids.
Yeah, I remember that.
Joe is cool to smoke and stuff like that, but you're not
Yeah,
putting the truth on what smoking does to you and shit like that.
yeah, Joe Camel. Yeah, I remember something like that. I don't know if they were trying to get the menthol or it was, yeah, but it was a symbol. Yeah. Damn, that was a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Yeah, they took accountability, see? They took
I just
accountability to get rid of Joe the fucking Camel. Get the fuck up out of here.
because they knew. Come on, they knew that they were targeting a younger demographic and everything, and that was wrong. Take accountability for what you was doing, change it up, do shit the right way, let it be known that you know what I'm saying. This smoking this product can cause health risk and everything. Like, come on, man, stop it. You know what I mean? The world is at some point or another realizing that no matter what you do, there's always gonna be a fucking a blowback to your decision, whether your decision is good or bad. You know what I'm saying? Whether you take accountability for your actions or you don't, and that's what it comes down to. There's always gonna be a fucking comeback at you. You know, just it's like what our grandmothers used to tell us. Look, and I gotta say it in Spanish, folks. For those that are not Spanish, I'll break it down for you in English. But for us Spanish people, we know there was everyone. If you Puerto Rican or Dominican, that's what's so weird. Our grandmothers always told us this phrase, and when I say it, I know Irv is gonna laugh. Lo que uno haga en esta tierra, lo paga en esta tierra.
Facts. I remember that.
And what I basically just said was that my grandmother used to always tell us, what you do in this dirt, you pay for in this dirt.
Yeah.
So while you on this, whatever you do while you on this planet in your time, trust and believe me, you're gonna get yours. Karma does exist. That's
True.
why it's always the best thing to do is to take accountability for your fucking actions, whether they're good or bad. You want to go out there and commit a crime? Before you commit that crime, realize that if you get caught,
It's on you.
you're gonna have to. It's on you. You're gonna have to sit there instead of lying. You know, that's what I'm saying. Why get a lawyer? Or you got caught? Nigga, take accountability for what you did. You went in there just thought you wanted to rob the bank and they caught you. Nigga, te jodiste. This is the blowback to you fucking doing what you did. Now, be accountable for your actions. And whatever happens and whatever punishment or whatever the result is, know that it was you and your accountability and decision making that put you in the place that you are now.
Yep. That's true. So you can't blame the law.
Especially
Can't blame the
exactly.
law. Can't blame the judges. Can't blame. It is what it is, bro.
And God forbid you done fucked up once before and you are given a pass and we look the other way. And then you go ahead and you do the same shit, motherfucker.
Yep.
Come on, man.
Yep.
That's like if you smack me in the face, oh shit, sorry, Harry. That's okay, Irv. It was an accident. You smack me in the face again. Oh shit. I'm sorry, Harry. What the fuck is going on here, man? The third time it's on and popping.
The third time is the other side of the cheek. Ah.
Bah, that way.
Ah.
Nigga, you gonna take accountability? Are you gonna be accountability for the fact that you just smacked the shit out of me 3 times? Hold on, nigga, we fighting.
Yeah, I thought he was.
Ram!
Yeah.
We going in.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I'm telling you, man. I sit back and I think about it, yo. How many people or former members of the motherfucking Rico squad are probably regretful that they did what they did and wish they were still a part of this. Wish they were still rocking with us and shit like that. And I laugh, bro.
Yo, what's that you drinking right there,
These
bro?
shits is banging, bro. I'm
Yo,
getting drunk, man. I'm getting
you,
drunk
fin-
off these shits.
you finished that other shit that you had? That you said it tastes like fucking. Oh, I never saw that.
This is it
Man.
right here.
Oh shit, the queen's in the
The
building.
Queen. You
What's
better
up,
believe
guys?
it.
And
What's
today,
good, my
and today's
Queen?
topic is today accountability.
If you didn't, motherfucker, admit it, apologize, and it just might go better. Don't wait
Yeah.
till the shit starts making you regret your decision to then want to fucking be boo hoo hoo hoo. No, man. Just take accountable. Be
Accountability,
accountable.
that's a big tough word that a lot of people don't want to accept.
And that's what we're talking about, my queen. How do you feel about it? I had told Irv earlier that, I started it off by, using me and you as an example. And I was telling Irv,
Mhm.
you imagine if the people that crossed our paths since we've been doing this YouTube thing, if they were just able to take accountability for the actions that they had did and know how to apologize and just accept the fact that they were wrong, how things could have turned out different, how families could have been
After what
bigger,
about?
how things understandable, but still, maybe in a different situation you bounce, and maybe you don't bounce. Maybe you try to combine. You work to try to add because where you
Nah,
was at wasn't bad. I mean, but I'm saying you have to think outside the box, love. We know it was
that
bad,
is me thinking
but
outside
if
the box. I would have never combined. I would have just walked the fuck away. And I would have been like, listen, you said your piece. I said my piece respectfully. You don't got to talk about me respectfully. I don't got to talk about you. I'm taking accountability for what I said and did. You taking accountability for what you said and did. But at the end of the day, my answer is still always and will be the same. I would have walked away. Because you know why? Sometimes you have to understand that toxic people are just going to be toxic people. You have to learn who you're going to give your energy to at the end of the day, even if they do take accountability for their actions. Is it really worth sitting there continuing to repeat the cycle of toxicity?
that's what I said. That's what me and Herb said earlier too. The repeat offenders.
You
Yeah,
see,
sometimes
yeah,
money
that's what
never.
I call the repeat offenders. Herb and me were talking about a situation earlier, and there was somebody who was live, and they were there crying about what everything everybody's done to him. But I didn't hear you now one time say, yeah, I fucked up, I did this. Yeah, I fucked up, I did that. Nah, I just heard what everybody's doing to you, you know? And it's like you reap what you sow. You can't sit
That's a
there
whole
and
fact.
go through life and think.
that just because you go through things, just because life is chin checking you, that gives you the right to treat the world the way that you do. Because not everybody is always going to be as understanding. You
That's
get
a
what I'm
whole
saying?
fact.
Like, I'm going through a whole lot of shit that nobody knows about. I can honestly, as a grown ass woman and as a grown ass adult, I can sit here and honestly say, mentally, talking is just has been fucking dying. I am literally going through it mentally because my cup is overflown, my plate is overfilled. But do I sit there and do I go around and do I shit on people? No, I do the best thing possible and I just fall back. I leave the group chat. I take time to myself. I recollect myself. I try to get my thoughts together. And when I'm a little bit better, I go back.
You come back and you take accountability for the actions and why you did what you did. And us as your family understand you
Right.
because you took it.
My accountability is, I don't sit there and I don't say anything wrong to nobody or whatever the case is. My accountability is that I choose for the sake of myself and for everyone. I know that mentally I'm not okay. It's time for me to walk away. And when I'm okay, come back. Why? Because I love everybody and I don't ever want them to have to feel what it is that I am going through. So my accountability is that as an adult, I'm doing the best thing possible and I'm just walking away.
And there's nothing wrong with that. And that's what people need to understand. There's nothing wrong. Yo, you can, it's okay to come and tell a person, hey, man, I'm sorry, man, I need you. It ain't the same where it's at, man. I was wrong, man. I thought this is what I wanted, and I didn't want that, man. And I realized that I was better off fucking with y'all. I was better off living here or listening to you. You were the right path. And that's not you dumbing yourself down or making it like making you're not a loser. You're just taking accountability for the actions and the mistake that you made, and that's just fucking human, man.
Yep. And if they don't understand, then fuck them. They're not genuine. Then you keep it moving.
And yeah, exactly.
That's the way I see it.
It's not that hard. It's really not.
It's just like if I call you stupid, and you be like, "Yo, why you call me stupid?" I'd be like, "Nah, don't worry about it. It was just something out of my mind." No, I will have to explain myself. The reason I called you stupid, and sorry that I called you that, is because X, Y, and Z. If I offended you, my bad, and I took accountability.
Ability for the fact that you you wronged somebody else, and it's not even a fucking somebody else. It's not even that you have to apologize. It's just it's more when you apologize, it's letting the other person know that you understood the situation. It's not about an ego thing. And I think that's what it is. People don't understand when you tell sorry to somebody, you're not apologizing to and making yourself look, weak or fucking submitting. It's your way of letting that person, you know what, you was right.
Yeah,
If I
that's
would
what
have
it
probably
is.
went the if I
People
would have
just
went the way you told me.
okay. Sorry.
No, no, get.
I was gonna say like people just think it's a sign of weakness. I'm not the type of person. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You know what I mean? I might explain the apology like I did it. That's just me. Yo, my bad. If I said that, I said this. You know what I mean? And you take it like you take it. But if you reciprocate and it's cool, then it's cool. But like everything else, don't take my kindness for weakness, and that goes for everybody.
Yes. Just because a person comes and is able to be an adult and show humility
Right.
and apologize and take accountability for their action, don't fuck
Hmm.
around and find out. Because that shit might
Yeah.
not go in your
Listen, I'm
favor.
gonna give you the perfect example. Unfortunately, he's the most recent that I could think of right now. My head is my head is like a fucking puzzle that fell on the floor, so don't mind me. But
All
he's
right,
the
go
most
ahead.
recent that I can honestly think of. The other day in Ping's chat, Hershey said something. Hershey was talking about Cuban Link. Cuba del Bronx took that shit as if he was talking to him. So he shot at Hershey's numerous times after we sat there, and Hershey still. And I gotta give Hershey his respect. Okay, after finding out who Hershey actually is, I gotta give Hershey's his respect. Because at no point did Hershey's take it there with Cuba. He just literally sat there and said, "Listen, I wasn't referring to you. Respectfully, I was talking about Cuban Link." Okay, so we sat there. So Payne sat there and told Cuba del Bronx, "Hey, listen, you gotta apologize, you know, because you just spazzed on him for no reason." He turned around and said, "Nah, we good." No, as an adult, you need to take accountability. You attacked this man for no reason. You
Mm.
need
And
to
you were
take
in the wrong.
accountability for what you said and what you did. You were in the wrong. He chose not to take accountability. I saw he got shot out the chat.
Oh wow.
You got shot out the chat because you chose to be disrespectful. And as a grown man, as an adult, you chose to not take accountability and just apologize. It wasn't going to make you look like you was a little bitch. It wasn't going to make you look weak. It was going to make you look like a man who made a mistake and wanted to
A
make it
sign
right.
of intelligence.
And that's what a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people seem to think, well, if I take accountability for this, that, or the third, that's going to make me look weak. No, making you
Mhm.
look weak is not taking the accountability. Sitting there and continuing to think that you're right when you're actually wrong and not even taking a step back and saying, damn, all right, I did too much right there. You know what I'm saying? In my own marriage, when I've had it out with my husband, I've had to sit there as an adult and take a step back and be like, all right, I see how you took that. Let me explain. I apologize you took it that way. You know, whatever. I had to take accountability because I'm not an easy person. I'm a bitch.
Was
But
that before
I
or
admit
after
it
you whipped his
wholeheartedly.
ass?
Huh?
Was that before or after you whipped his ass?
Shut up. But you get what I'm saying? Like even in friendships, family ships, relationships, marriages, you always get one person that wants to sit there and do all the finger pointing but never take accountability for their own actions. You can't do that. You have to always understand that even if you wasn't the one that started the argument, if you said some fucked up shit, then you apologize and take accountability for the fucked up shit you said and did. You know what I'm saying? Because right is right and wrong is wrong. It's not supposed to be an eye for an eye, you know? Some people will sit there and they'll apologize to you because they just want you to accept them back into your circle, or they just want you to just shut up and stop talking about the situation. So they like, you right, you got that, my guy. You know, you right. I apologize. But they don't really fucking mean it.
That's true too. Damn, I
I
didn't
know
think
the
about
type.
that.
I know the type.
Yeah.
I forgot about that type. That's a good one, sis, because I totally forgot about that type too. The ones that are played off like, you know what, damn, yeah, you're right. And then they'll go, yo, Herb, you heard this motherfucker talking shit? Like, just be stay talking shit. Nah, I forgot about that type.
Well, sometimes you have that type where the guy or the girl get disrespectful. They say like in a chat. Like sometimes I'll be in a group chat, somebody be saying some crazy shit. You be like, "Yo, what's wrong with you, bro?" And then the next day
Word.
they act like everything is back to normal, and you're like, they're like all happy and shit. Like, whoa, whoa, that still was not disrespectful. What's up with that shit? And then they don't want to
Yeah,
talk
like
about it. They
nigga,
want to
you
blow
gonna
it
take
off.
accountability?
Yeah, it's like you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like, what was that about? You said this dude, whatever the case it was, like SMD, fuck you or whatever, and you're like,
And
and
then
then the
the
next
one
day it's like,
reply that they always give, what's the one
yeah,
reply, Herb? What you talking about? Get the
yeah,
fuck out of here.
yeah, get the fuck out of here.
The infamous, like, nah, that wasn't me. I don't know
Yeah.
what you're talking about. Nah, that's not the way I meant it. Nah, get out of here, bro. Stop it.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. That too. Oh, I didn't mean it that way. You guys just take this shit personal. Dude, you was wilding, bro. You was saying all this shit, and I was supposed to react. We're supposed to ignore it. Not at this age. Fuck that.
Nah, yeah, man. We ain't teenagers. We grown ass adults, man.
Yeah.
Take accountability for the shit you did. You know, just like I said earlier, Jess, I had mentioned certain people who were who were rolling with us up here. You know what I'm saying? Just so that you know, I don't know if you caught the beginning of the show. You know, I had mentioned certain females that were once a part of this group. You know, certain dudes and shit like that. I had mentioned them earlier. Like motherfuckers was able to take accountability, just say sorry, or just like you was in the right. It'd still be a part of something special. We would be bigger. That's what I was telling earlier. Just to think about how big we are and what we dwindle down to. Prime example is I could play the fucking what was once our fucking theme song that Pain put together. It's
But
heartbreaking when you hear the fucking names that are no longer a part of us. Like, damn, yo, I hear that shit. I'm
here's the
like,
thing.
damn.
You got to look at it to where sometimes, okay, we are shown certain things because them people are not meant to continue the rest of the journey with us. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we get certain people exposed or exposing themselves because they're not meant to continue the rest of the journey with us. You get what I'm saying? Like what happened for a reason because one, you can't force a person to take accountability. You can only hope that they would as an adult, but you can't force them to do it. And what happens is when you sit down and you talk with somebody and you sit there and you're like, I wish that you would take accountability. It's just that. It's a wish. Because at the end of the day, if they choose to not take accountability for anything that they said or that they did, it's on them. It's exposing them. Their mask is coming off. Listen, God bless Shorty. She did what she did because she's got something mentally wrong with her. I'm not saying that she's like fucking slow. I mean, I think she is sometimes, but that's beside the point. I think honestly, she's really got some narcissistic problems with herself, you know? And maybe one day she'll grow up and she'll understand that I didn't have to be all up in their business. I didn't have to, force myself into the equation. I didn't have to do this. I didn't have to do that. Maybe I would still have my brother. Maybe I would still have my best friend. Maybe. But the truth of the matter is, you chose to take it there because you didn't fully know a situation. You made a judgment from the outside. You made assumptions and you made accusations on a topic and a situation that you did not know. You could have sat there and said, "Damn, you know what? You right. I'm gonna take accountability for that because this really is not my business." But you chose to sit there and take it a step further. And then when I got fed up and I got tired and I had to expose your ass, then guess what? I felt bad. I really honestly felt bad when I exposed Shorty the way that I did. Why? I don't want to be that hateful person. And I'm gonna keep it real with y'all right now. So apologize. I apologize in advance if I do get emotional.
There's nothing wrong with that, baby. There's nothing wrong with
I
that.
sometimes don't want to deal with YouTube no more because I don't want it to change me and my heart. People like her, they're evil ass people. And I pray, honestly, on a daily basis, I pray to God that it don't change my heart, and I back away when I'm in the mental state that I'm in because I know me and I know how I can get. And under anger and rage, I don't want to say something about someone and I'm gonna later on regret that shit.
Facts.
But in all honesty, you gotta really protect your fucking sanity and your spirit on this fucking app
Yep.
because there are things and people that will they have such a fucking black heart that they will eat away at you and they will change you as a person. So I honestly,
Yes.
I pray every fucking day when I come around. I'm like, please don't let this. I'm not okay. Please don't let this app change my fucking heart. and how I feel towards people because I don't want to hate anybody. I don't want to walk around with a hateful heart towards anybody. You know, that's not the type of person I want to fucking be. I'm a humble person. I'm a loving person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I do love, and if it does happen, I would understand you being angry and hateful towards somebody. You know why? Because it takes a lot for someone to get to that point for somebody. Because you've probably extended your hand so many fucking times to continually keep getting bitten, all because you want this person to understand and take fucking accountability for the wrong they've done. Like, yo, how many fucking times? Like, what the fuck? But I keep extending it because you might have to, not for need, but for understanding. And it's like, damn, at some point, you just let it go. It's like, yo, me cago en la madre. Fuck this. Enough is enough. And there's nothing wrong with that, man. I've always said that, man. It gets to the point where you just have to say, yo, fuck this shit, man. Fuck you, man.
Yeah,
There's nothing wrong with like, fuck you. I can't do this. Please. What
yeah,
fucking more do I have to do? What else do I have to say? Take accountability for what the fuck is going on, man.
Yeah, it's true.
yeah.
We
And,
all
and,
can do
and
that.
here's the thing. The thing is that sometimes people will say something to you or do something to you and not even realize that what they said and did was actually kind of fucked up.
Yeah. Yep. I've been there.
You know, like not too long ago, I was on this panel with Havoc, and I'm not gonna mention the person's name out of respect for them, you know, because I got nothing but love and respect for them. But I was on Havoc's panel, and I was up here, and somebody made a comment to where there was only one person that was pretty much fighting for this entire squad, and I'm like, hmm, okay. So yeah, did I take it a type of way? I sure did, you know. I sure did because there have been plenty of times where I've sat there and I've fought for this entire squad. Even times when the squad don't even know that I fought for the squad. You know, until this day, you can't say nothing about the fucking immediate squad. I'll slap the shit out you and your mama, you know? But I had to also learn that I can't expect everybody to be grateful. I can't expect everybody to see what they're supposed to see. I can't expect people to think the way I want them to fucking think. You know, I do things because I want to do it because that's the type of person I am. If I say I rock with you, I rock with you. Can't nobody come around me and say nothing about fucking Havoc. Nobody could come around me and say nothing about Herb, Boston Cuba, Old Dusty, or Henny's. If I fucks with you, can nobody fix their face to come around me and say anything. I don't even care if it's a joke. Don't fix your face to say nothing about nobody I fucks with. Y'all already know, can nobody definitely come around and say anything about pain. That's like a death sentence right there. But I
Yeah.
do the things that
That's a
I
whole
do
fact.
because I care about people. I'm a humble person, you know? I don't
Yo,
sit
shout
there
out
and
to
do it
everybody.
because I don't sit there and do it because I want people to be like, oh, she this, oh, she. If that was the case, the whole fucking squad and all of you two would know every fucking situation, every time, and every situation that I have pulled up for to defend my peoples, to defend our peoples. But I
That's a whole
don't talk
fact.
about it. Why? Because that's not the reason I did it. I did it because they my peoples. And if they not around, I can't let you do that. And even if they are around, I'm gonna still smack you because you can't do that. But I don't need it to be, you know, I don't need a fucking award. I don't need it to be acknowledged or whatever. And I had to learn that the hard way. That sometimes it's gonna be like that. You could sit there and you could be feeding the home. Like, look at Pain. Pain is there feeding the homeless, helping, you know, the migrants get back to their families and stuff like that. But does anybody fucking give him his props on that? Only a few give him his props on that. Everybody else rather sit there and lie and slander because the bad is always more popular.
Yep. Negative always sells in a sense.
Yeah, yeah.
What's the
It's
old
like
saying?
the truth
Sex
is
and
Dollar
lies.
Tree. Yeah, the truth is Dollar Tree. And the lies is fucking Coco Chanel. And people are always gonna want to go for the more expensive.
Yeah, it's true. It's like, for instance, you got a kid going to college. Some people are like, oh, that's cool. You got like five people that like your shit. But as soon as you go, yo, he went to college and shot somebody. What? Everybody wants to be involved to find out why the fuck he shot somebody. You know what I'm
They
saying? That
want to
shit
know
is
the
petty.
whole story.
The whole
They
Bochin
want
shit.
the whole motherfucking story. Why was he even going to that college in the first place? Like, God damn, wait
Yeah.
a minute, hold on a second.
And what made him do that or whatever the case. You know what I'm saying? It's
You know what
crazy.
I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. Every time I used to go live and I seen the topic, okay, today we're talking about exposing Latin pain. Hundreds of people in my fucking chat.
Yeah, yeah.
Two
Everybody
days
shut the fuck
later,
up.
yeah, 2 days later, we talking about men's mental health. Like 10, 15 people in the chat. The next couple of days, we talking about how Diddy beat the shit out of Cassie. 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 motherfucking views.
Yeah. Shit's wild.
The next day, we talking about autism awareness. What happened? Nobody was around.
3 or 4 people.
Right.
It's true.
So it's like the negativity sells very quickly, you know? So
Our,
m-
our youth is
me, the
fucked up.
best way I learned to deal with it, I'll come to Havocs, I'll chill with y'all over here, whatever the case is. I'll catch the replays, the pain show and stuff like that, and I'll do mine whenever I feel the need to do them. I don't go nowhere no more. And I catch replays of Rico, the sleeves and stuff, but I don't go nowhere no more. Why? Because it got to the point to where I need to protect me and my energy, you know? Because if I don't do it, nobody else is gonna do it.
True.
I don't feel the drama, the dirty sector, the bullshit. I don't feel none of that shit is entertaining no more. It all got boring, and it's sad to see how, as adults, people sit there and they talk to each other and about each other the way that they do. So
Yeah,
when
that's
people be
one
like,
thing.
"Yo, you're not around anymore," that's crazy. And it's a good thing I'm not around anymore. Maybe I'll come back in the near future. Maybe I will with a different mindset, but I'll come back. But for now, I like it the way it is. You know why? Because I'm working on me and I'm healing me.
Yep.
And there's nothing wrong with that neither. That's your sanity. That's how you take accountability for your own mindset and what you need to do to make sure because you are a provider.
Yeah.
That's and be you being a provider,
If
you're
the sis
always gonna have to take
if the sis
accountability
disappears and
for
shit and
those that
stops
you
coming on
provide for.
YouTube, hell yeah, it means shit to me. Shit.
I love you too, Boston.
The fuck? She's the one that gave me the courage to come on this shit and be the who I am on this motherfucker.
You know that's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I think we too strong, man. The immediate squad members, man, you know, have too much respect for one another to disrespect one another. I
hmm
feel. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like I was misunderstood by another squad member. But did I disrespect them and I had to go that route and back and forth with the individual? No. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't feel like I was not in the wrong. But at the same time, one thing I won't do is tell anybody from on this from the squad, you can't talk to this one or you can't fuck with this one. If I don't fuck with the person, you could fuck with them, but don't expect me to support and be all in the chat, hi, ha, 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 with an individual that I don't fuck with.
And there's nothing wrong with that. That's you
You know what
taking
I'm saying?
accountability for your situation and how you feel about
All it
a
takes is
specific individual.
one time for for you to disrespect me, verbally slander anything or anybody that's in the squad. Disrespect. I don't care if you're trolling. Once you disrespect anybody that's in here, I'm not fucking with you. It's not okay for you to sit here just to think that because you're in a different channel or different chat, you could just think everything is cool after you just slandered the shit out the squad. It's just an app. Yeah, it's an app. That's how you control that app. I control my app the way I control it. Now, if I want to feel like shooting somebody all the time I see them in the chat, I'm gonna shoot them. Why? Because I don't fuck with the person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, it's good to know
Facts.
who's. It's good to like you announced it. I don't fuck with so and so. So now we know. And like you said, I could be cool with the person, and maybe not be cool with him, but now I know you shoot him. Oh well, fuck it. He ain't Rico Squad anyway, so it is what it is.
So I just feel like we have too much understanding and with one another. That's why I always ask, and it's only right and it's only good to check up on one another, even if you're not on here or if you're on here, because everybody got lives, everybody got,
Facts.
they work, what I'm saying, shit like that, whatever it is. Me personally, I'm not a morning person, what I'm saying. I'm a fucking night, I'm a night owl, but like, it's just too much confusion when you got too many people having hearsay, here, like a lot of things that goes on, with the chat, with channels. If we're gonna support each other and control something that it's gonna benefit anyone that has a channel, let's all do it and all be on the same page about it. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna take it serious, if you want to monetize your shit or whatever it is. But like me, I support the hell out of anybody that I feel like that's entertaining, that's a good person, and anybody that that I mess with. You know what I'm saying? So like, I just feel like, for the members that we have on this shit that have channels, there is way, I feel, respectfully, there's way too many, like, I can't say fake, I can't say none of that. I could just say that it's unbalanced. We should be supporting each other way more than what it is, channel wise. It doesn't hurt to come by. Hey, what's up? Well, not every time somebody's gonna jump on the panel, whatever is cool. But as much as if we support any individuals, as many we support Pain, we support Jess or whatever, it should be vice versa in return. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But like,
It's me,
I,
Havoc. I keep muting you because when you take off a mute, Boston goes low. While you're muted, we hear Boston loud and clear. So it's me that keeps muting you. You're not bugging. Don't worry about it. You're not tripping. I do it so I can hear Boston loud and clear.
it hurts me, but it's real. You know what I'm saying? That when I see, sis or anybody that's emotional, attached to things that they feel like something is going, that they're not okay with or whatever it is, accountability is the biggest thing that you gotta have. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I say, some people gotta learn how to be humble and know what it is. When I'm wrong, bro, I'm gonna not say nothing. I'm gonna say, you know what, I want not even returning the conversation. I'm like, you know what, I'm wrong, and when I know I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Facts.
it's
Facts.
not, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't fucking make you any different to say that you're wrong about anything that you did, that whatever. Just like vice versa. If I did anything wrong in any chats that you see me in or anything like that, I would fucking highly recommend that you put me to the side and you holler at me. I feel like I need to have those people around me to do that without, because I'm not gonna feel away. If I consider you family, I'm not gonna sit there and feel no way. I would respect it even more coming from the people I fuck.
Hmm. I remember there was a time where we, no, I'm not gonna say bad terms, but there was a misunderstanding between me and Boston. I ain't have to fucking do no outrageous shit. I spoke to Boston behind the scenes. Shit was clarified. There's been times where Havoc has made me want to fucking hold his head on the water. I talked to Havoc behind the scenes. I love you too. You know what I'm saying? And even with Irv, if I feel like I've said or done something to Irv and maybe Irv took it the wrong way, I always make sure I hit him up and be like, listen, I hope you didn't take it this way. I talk to Irv personally. Because, yo, if you're directing it to one person, it doesn't need to happen in front of so many people. Take it up with that person respectfully and personally. Because not everybody need, yo, too much seasoning in your fucking soup, you end up with some salty ass soup. The less condiments, the better. You know what I'm saying?
That's and I want to piggyback off of what you just said, sis. Why do people seem to think they need a motherfucking audience in order to have a one-on-one with somebody? It's okay to have a private conversation. You don't have to let the world in on your motherfucking business.
It's a novela. Some people like the drama. They like the show so they can sit there and be like, yeah, I'm feeding that fucking drama demon. Nah, not me. I don't gotta feed nobody but my own soul. I can have a conversation with Herb, Boston, Havoc, whoever, personally. I ain't gotta do that shit in front of everybody. Now, don't get me wrong, and I will say this. I'm not gonna take accountability because I said what the fuck I said and I meant every motherfucking word. But when Shorty Dankster sat there and she tried to check me in front of everybody in the squad, I checked Shorty back because you see now you try to check me first in front of everybody. You try to be disrespectful towards me. So I let you know you were checking the wrong person in the wrong fucking squad. That's why I kicked you out the squad. Because you could have respectfully sat there the same way you texted me not too long ago and you said what you said to me. You could have texted me then and said that too. But you chose to get big headed and amongst yourself and you thought that you could check me in the squad. It don't work that way, sweetheart. And it don't got nothing to do if you a female. You could have a whole fucking penis. If you try to be disrespectful to me in front of people, I'm gonna check you in front of people. Why? Because as an adult, you felt the need to try to do everything with a crowd. You tried to get big for a crowd instead of being an adult and saying, nah, let me keep this private and take this behind the scenes with just that person because it only affects me and that person. So since you chose to want to have a show, I showed you how to be the showstopper.
So this is going on. This is this something happened after that whole thing that when they got removed from the chat or whatever it is. Like what the hell, I'm kind of lost.
Yeah, the whole reason that she was removed from the chat is because of that situation.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I'm saying like something happened after that. Like you guys are still beefing or something.
Nah, nah.
Oh,
But like I'm just saying, like that was the only time that anybody saw me check anybody directly in a chat, you know, because you felt the need to address me in front of everybody. And I was just gonna sit there and be like, okay, gangsta, you got it. I'm sorry. Nah, ho, you was checking the wrong female. So I showed you how you play fucking chess. Checkmate.
right.
And sometimes, I'm not saying it's the right thing to do, but sometimes you gotta flip that fucking switch on motherfuckers and let them know I'm not the one of the two. Just because I'm humble and just because I'm fucking respectful doesn't mean that I won't hand you your ass if need be necessary. And sometimes people take advantage of that kindness. I think a lot of people take advantage of Boston Cuba. because he's so humble and he's so quiet and he's so polite about things. I think a lot of people take advantage of his kindness. But I've seen Boston Cuba flip that switch. And it's not a pretty one when he does flip it. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it's okay for you to sit there and be like, let me fucking tell you something right quick. Because if you let a motherfucker slide one time, they're gonna start thinking that you're a fucking ice skating rink and they can skate all over your ass for free.
Right.
Well, I gotta break out of here. I gotta go to this funeral tomorrow. Nothing personal, just a friend of mine. So I'm gonna tap out. But it was cool hanging out with y'all. Y'all have a good night.
Yeah, I gotta get out of here too. I got a long ass day tomorrow. Condolences, Irv. God bless you guys. Boston,
Definitely.
I will definitely catch you later. Havoc, ya tú sabes.
You guys are leaving already? Good night.
Well, at the end of the day, everything was good. Was good. Um,
But yeah,
I
before
just
y'all
wanted to
leave,
talk about
you know
the
what I'm saying?
accountability. I
I
think we
think
got
I
enough.
think I think we should like really make a chat, man, for like in like the immediate you know squad members and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that is really in the thing because things can get misunderstood and led and shit like that. That I feel like people are just and I don't want to take things the wrong way and whatnot, whatever. Because I know myself. Saying like I know myself. I know that I'm not gonna just disrespect somebody just for the hell of it or whatever it is, just for no reason. So you know, I just feel like we should make a chat with just immediate squad members. You know what I'm saying, and shit like that. You know what I mean, or just have a meeting. You know what I'm saying, like just have a meeting, just catch up everybody. Let's hang out. Talk and shit, kick it. And get understanding with one another.
And ain't nothing wrong with that. And I'm gonna talk to Payne about that. We'll definitely do that. We'll try to do that in the next couple of days or so, and
Yeah,
shit like
man.
that. Let's
So
get there,
that's
get the core
solid, man.
members together and see what we could do to expand if that's what the direction we're
Yeah,
trying to go.
keep in
And let's
touch and
rough,
shit. Man. Keep in touch.
let's iron out whatever little kinks we got in here. Any
Right.
any ill will towards any of us core members, we need to
Yeah.
get that shit out and get off our chest. But with that being said, people,
Salute to the squad, man.
salute to the motherfucking
Welcome to
Rico
Rico.
squad. I am the devil's advocate. I'm the problem child and the motherfucking CEO of Smoked Out Society. We are the motherfucking Rico squad. And just, I'm going to end with saying, it's okay if you wrong to let a person know that you're wrong. It doesn't make you look weak. It doesn't make you look stupid. It doesn't make you look lesser of nothing. It shows that you have character, maturity, and you know how to take accountability for the mistakes you have made. And you're not ashamed to admit when you're in the wrong. And that's what life is, people. Just too bad the world can't comprehend that we'd all be in a better place. But it is what it is. Thanks everybody for coming through. Don't forget to subscribe, smash, and hit the like button on your way out. I'm Havoc 3E. Yo, Pain. Take us out.
Yo, you niggas talking shit. Got a lot to say on the gram, the YouTube. You know what I say though? Ya niggas toto, yo, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Ya niggas toto, yo, shut the fuck up. Niggas talk shit, they don't even pop. I spill your whole shit, they gon' need a mop. You niggas mad puss, probably got the wop. I hit 'em up, I think I'm fucking pop. From the Bronx like a mud hubber. Straight gutter, hot piece of butter. Puerto Rock brother that'll eat your mother. Get mad, call dad, you gon' need each other. My flow lethal, weapon, I'm D Glover, meat lover. Niggas talk like you all that, it's all cap. You don't bust gas, niggas all rap, I'm all fact. Check the rap sheet, niggas saw that I smack 'em with the Mac 4 rack, nigga fall back. don't press your luck. I'm from the slum, son, and my gun go buck. Y'all niggas talk shit, I'm like, so fucking what? You puss. Yo, shut the fuck up. 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 Y'all niggas toto, yo, shut the fuck up. I'm hotter than the sun, nigga. Bust your guns, my love, son. I'm Big Pun, nigga. See me with the Glock 4 out. You run, nigga. This for those yapping their gums, niggas. You dumb, nigga. Nigga, you stupid, my record ruthless. I bang on some snow shit. Don't make me prove it. Look at your life, nigga, useless. You ain't bout shit, I get the laugh when the two spit. I do this. Every bar is a felony. Go hard like dog in the yard, this pit energy. I bite, grip, shake, and chew through each enemy. Don't want a nigga, let it be, ain't shit niggas telling me. So shut the fuck up, I'm all the way up, I'm an astronaut. Niggas talk shit, that's the life of a butt. I'm like, so what, nigga? Shut the fuck up. 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 Ya niggas toto, yo, shut the fuck up. 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 Ya niggas toto, yo, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.